The accused in this criminal action has asked the court to divulge the nature and cause of the accusation upon the authority of the Sixth Amendment, and that this court has failed in its duty to inform me of the nature and cause of this action.
Man, this guy is just taking himself a bigger...
How are you doing? Oh my god, this guy is...
He literally can't even keep track of...
Oh, he said something about the Constitution before, but now...
For him, clear as day, what he's being accused of, and yet he's still sitting there acting like he has no idea what's going on. It's like this dude thinks the more he stalls, the more his little sovereign citizen script will work. Newsflash, buddy, it is not working. It's just embarrassing at this point.
Newsflash, buddy, if you read the Constitution like you said you understand so much, you would know that he's due the nature and the cause. Put it on the record. Put the nature and the cause on the record.
When did you start smoking dope?
I can answer that. This dude has been smoking since he came out of the womb. Like, the doctor probably cut the umbilical cord and he hit the blunt right after. It doesn't take a genius to see.
This dude's been bootlicking since he came right out of the womb. And he keeps bootlicking, and he hasn't stopped bootlicking.
Not even just that, they're also just wasting public resources and time, which is a huge issue too. Courts and law enforcement have limited resources, and these people think they can just waste it all with their nonsense. But on another note,
On another note, if they have so much limited resources, then why do they continue to charge people with things that aren't crimes? Why don't they bring a victim? Why don't they do the public a service and actually prosecute people that have victims? Bring a victim, properly place the claim into the record, and stop wasting public resources. I agree with you. Stop wasting public resources, you pathetic public servants. Welcome to the Freedom Unchained channel. We're going to cover a couple fraudulator videos, my reactions to them. That's my my name for these sovereign citizen channels, the Fraudulators. I stole that from them. So that's what we're going to do today. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it.
Breathing man.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're breathing. So,
For the record, I wanted to make it known that I'm here on special appearance under threat, duress, and coercion. I need to know the jurisdiction this court is operating under.
so have a seat. Do you understand? Yes or no?
I do not understand.
All right. Do you understand what it means to take a seat?
I do understand.
All right. So take a seat.
If I don't come here, warrants will be placed in which I will be kidnapped and held hostage, and I do not want that.
Mr. Casanova, in the human flesh, I'm going to stop you right there. And I want you to hear me clearly. Hello. How's it going?
Ugh, really?
So my understanding, you want to represent yourself? All right. You're more than welcome to represent yourself. But here's the thing. Everybody says that they can be an attorney because all attorneys do is talk. That's what people think.
They don't talk.
They don't realize there's a lot of knowledge, experience, and wisdom
Judges helps them out.
behind that.
Absolutely.
So if you want to have a jury trial where you
can join the panel.
you're more than
Oh.
welcome to do so. But once it's set for trial, it's going to trial, and no one's going to be helping you.
You have right 6. Jump in and go brunch. I don't know what you had such a problem with. It shouldn't be that hard. Maybe try a different browser. Go through a different browser. I don't know if it's because you clicked the link through YouTube. It went through like a YouTube browser or something. They don't speak the King's English. They must be about standing under stuff. All right. Yeah, try again. Try to go through a different browser. You can just type in the gobrunch.com/Freedom Unchained. Figure it out. All right, Bonnie says, if you say yes and you understand, you are agreeing with the kangaroo court. Yeah, everybody says the understand thing is like, you stand under them. But my understanding of the understanding is that when you say you understand the charges, and then that means you consent to the charges. And that kind of gives them the right to skip into their next thing, which is what you don't want them to skip. You say, I don't understand because you haven't properly placed the nature and the cause. You haven't presented the nature and cause properly. I, as a man, require the nature and cause to be written down on paper so I can read it and comprehend it and study it, and then I can give a rebuttal to it if I need to. But most of the time, if you go in the court and be like, want to challenge the nature and the cause, then the judge will be like, well, the nature and this cause is the ticket, the citation that I'll read right here for you, and then we'll move on to the next one. Do you want to be represented, or do you want to represent yourself? That's, All right. Sorry for my rambling.
The state is not going to say, hey, we see that you really don't know the rules, so let me tell you this rule. They're not going to be doing that. My job is not going to be to help you with objections, help you with motions. That's 100% you. Do you understand?
I do. And are we on the record?
No, we're not on the record. What, you want to put something on the record?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Sure. All right, court is calling. 2024 CR 2974, State of Texas Vector versus Hector Casanova. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state? And are you Hector Casanova?
No, for the record, I am the flesh and breathing man. I'm here on a special appearance to clarify any misunderstanding. I am not the legal fiction known as Hector J. Casanova that is on the information there. I just have a few questions to clarify some things.
All right, so if you would like to clarify some things, then the person I need to speak to is the flesh and blood man known as Hector Casanova.
Yes, I am the flesh and blood man, Hector Casanova Jr.
All right, so you are Hector Casanova, correct?
I am Hector Casanova Jr., the flesh and breathing man.
All right, well, I'm glad you're breathing. So what did you want to place on the record?
Well, first, I don't understand the charges that are being brought against me. Mm-hmm. There are some clarifications I do want to.
All right, so just 1 second. But before we get to that, have you been given a copy of the indictment?
No, I have not.
All right, so we're going to get you a copy of the indictment. Just give me a moment. All right, have a seat. We're going to come back on the record with this.
Okay.
So we're back on the record in 2024 CR 2974.
That's another game they'll play. They won't properly serve you. Then they'll get you to admit that they gave you this document here, and even in court. Oh, I gave you a document, so you've been properly served. But they won't ever have proof of the service on the record. So that's a challenge you could use.
State versus Hector Casanova. All right, Mr. Casanova, here's the thing. And I want you to hear me clearly. All right? I am not your attorney. The document that has been given you is a copy of the indictment. I'm not to give you information about your indictment. That's the indictment. That's what we're here for. So any questions that you would have about that indictment, you're going to have to answer those for yourself. Otherwise, the person who will be telling you about what the indictment means and what the numbers are, that would be an attorney. Do you understand?
I do not understand.
Oh, you don't understand? Okay, let's order a competency evaluation then. Seriously, at this point, I just feel like we need to update the law just for these sovereign citizens. I mean, could you guys even imagine?
Oh, here we go.
Actually prevented these guys from wasting everybody's time. Something like a mandatory reality check.
Oh, we don't know what law is, so let's write more laws that we don't understand that law. Oh.
Defendants should take this exam, and if they pass, they can represent themselves. If not, then they need a lawyer for sure. I mean, people are literally out here thinking they can just say, I'm not subject to your laws, as if it's gonna stop a judge from handing down a ruling. Like, I've never seen that happen, though. These people really need to realize that the Constitution's already got it covered, and no amount
I don't know the Constitution.
Laws apply to them.
The Constitution already got it covered. This guy don't even know what Constitution.
For example, we can go off the record. I'm giving you a hypothetical. All right?
We can go off the record.
Let's say
why is she going off the record?
Surgery. And you're in the middle of the wilderness. You need surgery. And you tell me, and you tell the doctor Guess what? I'm performing this surgery on my own. I don't need
These
you.
hypotheticals are the worst.
I'm going to go in the desert.
Should we skip?
Now, maybe the doctor would try to
She's off the record anyways.
do other things. But if you go in that desert by yourself, don't tell the doctor where you are. You take a scalpel out in the desert by yourself. You don't.
What does the
get
doctor
to
have to do with
say,
anything?
"Hey, I'm in the middle of the desert performing surgery. I'm going to be my own anesthesiologist. I'm doing all of this." How do you do this? Because they're not going to tell you. It's the same thing here. You're saying that you do not want to be represented by an attorney. You want to represent yourself. So that motion, that indictment, I'm not to tell you anything about what that indictment is.
Who's joined us? He's figured it out.
You understand?
I still don't understand.
All right. So, see, this is what's going to end up happening.
I love it.
You're going to have an attorney. That attorney is going to come over to the court right now.
Figured it out.
To that attorney. After you speak to that attorney, we're going to go forward. Ms. Ferguson, can you call manage to sign counsel and let them know that we need an attorney over here? And that attorney will talk to you. That attorney will tell you what that indictment means. That attorney will tell you the range of punishment. Do you understand?
I still don't understand.
All right. Well, I don't know how I can further make you understand.
Are we on the record?
Yeah. All right, Norma, get someone from manage to sign counsel here, please. All right, just have a seat, and we're going to have an attorney come down. All right.
I would like to ask some questions on the record, if I may, while I have your time here.
Oh, no. Let me just tell you.
Oh, no.
My time
Don't
so
ask
far,
questions.
that's how long we're here. What is going to end up happening is an attorney from manage to sign counsel is going to come down.
Man wants to ask questions. He wants to
I
understand.
understand because I don't feel like I am needing an attorney because I'm here to represent myself as the flesh and breathing man, Hector Casanova Jr. Let's see. All right. So let the record of the court show that I, Hector Casanova
Just
Jr.
1 second.
The
We're
accused
just
in the
stop.
Sorry.
All right, we're on the record. So what did you want the record to reflect?
So let the record of the court show that I, Hector Casanova Jr., the accused in this criminal action, has asked the court to divulge the nature and cause of the accusation upon the authority of the Sixth Amendment, and that this court has failed in its duty to inform me of the nature and cause of this action.
Man, this guy is just taking himself a bigger.
How you doing? Oh my god, this guy
He
is.
literally can't even keep track of.
Oh, he
his own
said
lies.
something about the Constitution before, but now.
For him, clear as day, what he's being accused of, and yet he's still sitting there acting like he has no idea what's going on. It's like this dude thinks the more he stalls, the more his little sovereign citizen script will work. Newsflash, buddy, it is not working. It's just embarrassing at this point.
Newsflash, buddy. If you read the Constitution like you said you understand so much, then you would know that he's due the nature and the cause. Put it on the record. Put the nature and the cause on the record. He should have, like we did earlier, do a bill of particulars. Here's my bill of particulars. Now help me understand what's going on here. That is the best way to do it. Yeah, scripts are not the best. You are correct. Scripts don't help you as much as getting the documents in there and forcing them to answer them.
I mean, how do you come into a courtroom, get told what you're being charged with, and then act like the truth doesn't even matter? It just seems like he's putting on a whole performance here. And let's also not forget, lying in court is perjury, a very serious crime. So I don't know how the judge is going to go about that, but she laid it out clear, and he's lying right to her face, so it's not looking too good for this guy.
What are you talking about? Perjury is a major... They don't ever prosecute perjury. What are you talking about? If they did that, then there would be officers being prosecuted all the time for perjury. And your basic misunderstanding of nature and cause, where did the nature ever get stated? Whenever did she state the nature? Maybe the cause. Maybe she stated the cause, but not the nature.
Furthermore,
let me
let
stop
the record
you.
also show.
Mr. Casanova, let me ask you a question. Have you been given a copy of the indictment?
I believe so, yeah.
All right, so let the record reflect that Mr. Casanova has been given the copy of the indictment. And the copy of the indictment, it tells him what he is charged with. You may continue.
Now, these charges.
That's always their. Always their go-to. For one, it's not the judge's duty; it's the prosecutor's duty. So I don't know why the judge is acting as prosecutor at this point. Don't ever admit they gave you any instrument. Don't admit they give you anything. Make them prove it. That's what the proof of service is for. Please prove it.
Is this a civil charge or a criminal charge?
There you go. He wants to know the nature.
If you had an attorney to represent you, they would be able to tell you.
No, tell me the nature. Tell the prosecutor, tell me the nature.
Felony court, and this is a criminal court.
Okay. So, this being a criminal, let the record of the court show that the action against me is criminal action. My following question would be, the Constitution grants this court two types of criminal jurisdiction. Criminal jurisdiction under the common law and criminal jurisdiction under the admiralty or military tribunal. In which of these two jurisdictions does this court intend to try me?
All right, so this is what is going to happen, Mr.
You can't answer the question.
Someone from managed assigned counsel is going to come over, and you can speak with them or not speak with them.
Ooh, she can't answer the question. That's when you know he's actually got her on the ropes. He's got to appoint that public defender to represent him.
The court are not. Some of them are not in any shape, form, or fashion related to the fact that you're in a criminal district court. Do you understand?
I do not understand.
Okay.
But I don't think you'll be violating your oath of office if you did your duty under the Constitution. I am not seeking legal advice. What I want to know is legal intent.
Mm-hmm.
I have the right to appear as myself in my own person without a licensed attorney. In order to intelligently defend myself, I need to know the jurisdiction this court is operating under.
Mm-hmm.
Doing pretty good for the first time. Keeps going.
So therefore, will you please answer the questions so that way this court is properly identified?
All right, you're in the 187th District Court. It's a criminal court. You're on the fourth floor.
That's not answering the question.
This Constitution grants this court two types of criminal jurisdiction. Criminal jurisdiction under the common law and criminal jurisdiction under
All right, I'm going
admiralty
to counsel. I'm sorry, Mr. Casanova, in the human flesh. I'm going to stop you right there. What is going to end up happening, I want you to hear me clearly. An attorney is coming over for managed assigned counsel, period. That's it. So have a seat. Managed assigned counsel will come over. Do you understand? Yes or no?
I do not.
I don't understand.
Do you understand what it means to take a seat?
I do understand.
All right, so take a seat. Thank you.
Usually I hate soft judges because I think they're totally ineffective. Like a lot of judges handling sovereign citizens just don't do it right. But
Just don't do it right. What are you talking about?
But she's just got this calm, collected approach that works perfectly for this idiot though. And I think this might be the best way to handle these idiots. I think yelling
What, not answer questions?
more and more annoying, but you can tell Judge Boyd is like very, very smart in this one, and she's processing every single answer very, very wisely.
Except didn't answer the question.
Bro, and this dude is getting outsmarted in every single aspect. And the best part about this whole thing, he has absolutely no idea. He thinks he's got it all figured out, but she's literally playing him like...
I don't think he knows. He thinks he has it figured out.
It's watching this dude walk right into...
I think he has bigger balls than you, though.
Without even realizing it. Let me know what you guys think. How do you think she's handling it so far?
Horrible.
Let's dive back in.
We have talked. I've informed him that I'm here, to help him in whatever he needs help with. He's going to consider what help he thinks he might need from me, and I know he wants to put something on the record.
Okay. All right, and so you'll be appointed as standby
Yes.
counsel then.
Nice. He did it properly. Take your counsel, put him in the right position. You'll be counsel. You're not representing me.
All right, we're going to go back on the record in 2024 CR 2974, State versus Hector Casanova. Mr. Casanova, if you'll come forward. Yes.
that's what Yusuf. This is Yusuf's strip. It's not really.
Mr. Casanova,
So
Mr.
this,
Bach is going
I got
to
the comment
stand
in the comments saying this is Yusuf's script. It's not Yusuf's script. He got it from old. It's older. It's an pretty old script actually. There's actually a video that one of the first videos I watched using this script, but yeah, like we talked about earlier, you got to dig in and understand this a lot more. And it's a lot easier just to do it all in paperwork. Makes your life a lot easier. It gives them less chance of railroading you. But like Yusuf L does suggest is be honorable, accept the counsel, make sure that they're doing as you tell them to do and not outside of what you tell them to do, which is exactly, it seems like what this guy did. Didn't let him speak for him, didn't let him represent him, and he's now acting as, how does she state it? Backup counsel or whatever?
by counsel. And that's someone that if you have questions, you can ask him legal questions or what you may have.
Thank you for your consideration.
All right. And he informed me you wanted to place something on the record?
Yes, for the record, I wanted to make it known that I'm here on special appearance under threat, duress, and coercion.
All right. Who threatened or coerced you to come to court?
You.
The county of Bear, Texas.
How
State.
so?
You.
Well, if I don't come here, then warrants will be placed, which I will be kidnapped and held hostage. And
Got a threat right behind him. Look at it.
that's why I'm here on the special appearance to clarify any misunderstandings and to let it be known where I stand on the record.
Look, you got the cop right back there. You see him? There's your threat. That's why he's duressed. You have a cop always standing there for everybody? Or no, just the ones that push back?
Is there anything else?
I said everything that needed to be said.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to recall your case in 1 month. It's going to be a discovery setting. So that's to make sure that you have all.
All right, so she's pushing forward. Where is the prosecutor moving for this case to continue? That's what I want to know. When did the prosecutor speak up to move this case forward? That would be a good question. Why are we moving to discovery? We haven't determined the nature and the cause yet. You just sidestepped the question by appointing counsel.
A discovery setting. So that's to make sure that you have all the information that the state has concerning your case. Do you understand?
I do understand.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if I can have a 30-day reset for Mr. Casanova. And after you receive all the discovery, then the next setting is going to be a plea deadline date. The state will tender an offer to you at the next setting. And then I'll give you your plea deadline date, and you can accept the state's offer, come to an agreement or not. If you're unable to come to an agreement at that time, it'll be scheduled for jury trial.
Thank you, Ms. Boynton.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
I have no further questions.
All right, so Ms. Ferguson is going to give me a date, and then you'll sign it. Mr. Bach will sign it to signify when you're to come back.
Don't sign shit.
I appreciate your time.
All right, you're welcome, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court. What date, Ms. Ferguson? All right, so we'll be back on July 29th. All right, once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused. Yes.
If something were to come up and I need to maybe reschedule that date, is that a possible thing to come up ahead of time?
You'll need to speak to the court coordinator, and they will let you know. I will tell you the rescheduling of cases. Are you in the hospital? You're not in the hospital, you need to be here.
Okay.
You understand?
So pretty much no excuse, be here.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
When did you start smoking dope? When did you start smoking marijuana? Yeah. Dude, get your hair out of your face. Yeah.
Hold on, I want to comment on that
I
one.
see you now.
Wrong screen. All right, I think he did pretty good. The administrator there, she is pretty slick. She's pretty calm. Yeah. The judge in my case, she is definitely not as slick as this one. Which is one reason I do have to do my jib. I gotta jib that judge. So that was pretty good. I think he did pretty well. I hope he learns. I hope he learns something. I want to know what happens in the next hearing. It'd be good to know to see the next hearing what happened. If he educated himself, if he learned something, if he, Yeah. So comment is, and why is the ref moving the case? Yeah, that's exactly what you need to be asking. All right, let's keep. I like doing these. These are fun. Let's keep going.
I can pretty much paint the picture of your life for the next 5 years. Okay, you are like the poster child for Mr. Laid Back. Wow, you got me with your logic on that one. Come on, Mr. Vick. Mr. Vick, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
The benefit?
Where's your attorney then?
Journeyman.
Who's your attorney?
Oh, attorney.
Then you're doing it without one, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it without one, or you want to talk to one of ours?
I'll do it without one.
Okay.
Not a
Dude, get your
sovereign
hair out of your
citizen
face.
yet.
Yeah. I'm better. I can see you now. All right. All right. I've got a ticket here, and the prosecutor says you're going to plead responsible to double parking, and we're going to dismiss a misdemeanor charge of reckless. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's the way you want to resolve this today?
And not a sovereign citizen.
Yeah, miss.
Okay.
Sovereign citizen.
How old are you?
Yeah, I know you guys in the comments don't like the
All
word
right, I
sovereign
understand
citizen.
you're,
I don't either. It is an oxymoron.
Almost done with school?
Yes, sir.
Then what's your plan?
I've been trying to get a job ever since I was out of leave. And then
Stop right there. Stop right there. Where have you been trying to get a job?
She's like, I can't even hear him. Did anybody hear him? He is definitely probably high as hell. But yes, I'm just using the word sovereign citizen because that's what these fraudulators, this is what we call these channels, fraudulators, because they're fraudulently trying to represent their understanding, their indoctrinated understanding of law, which I believe that's fraud upon the public, so we call them fraudulators. They were trying to use that as a label on like auditors. They were like the fraudulators, the auditors that are, I don't know. I don't even know what I think. So I'm using it. It's my word. I'm using it against them. These people doing videos like this that have zero idea what the law is. They're just indoctrinated, and they want you to believe that you should need to be a slave as well. We call those people fraudulators. So.
showing me the job at the service yard at Holiday Inn, at the apartments.
Okay. Why do I have a ROA for a double parking? And we've already got a double ROA for it? Oh,
So everything.
it's confusing. No, it's not the way I'm used to saying it. I thought we had 2 tickets going. Okay. All right.
So he already pled.
Where else have
so
you looked?
definitely not a sovereign citizen.
I looked at the baby shop in Logo,
Okay.
and I also looked at Walmart and Buffalo Wild Wings.
And nobody's hiring you?
Well, Walmart, I don't know, but I can't get a response from Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm trying to go to the holidays.
Okay. Okay. All right. You got a driver's license?
Those
Yeah, transportation's going to be an issue then. All right. So what's your long-term plan? Done with high school, then what?
Probably heard that learning the piano is.
What, he's
gonna
like
take
his
a
father
long
or
time.
something? Is that what he's trying to be? Like his mentor? I feel like he's trying to mentor this kid. Let me skip.
I'm trying to be an engineer.
So you're going to school somewhere.
Hopefully that's.
Where and when?
Well, I graduate this year, and maybe I hope to go to college. Maybe by the time I'm 19.
Okay. What are you waiting for?
Nothing really.
Then why aren't you going to college now? As soon as you graduate.
I'm trying to finish school right now.
No, as soon as you graduate.
As soon as I graduate.
Yeah. Why aren't you planning on being in school somewhere in the fall?
Is this his father?
I mean, I really didn't think about that, but
When do you start smoking dope?
I can answer that. This dude has been smoking since he came out of the womb. Like, the doctor probably cut the umbilical cord and he hit the blunt right after. It doesn't take a genius to see.
This dude's been bootlicking since he came right out of the womb. and he keeps bootlicking, and he hasn't stopped bootlicking. I'm going to change this really quick so we don't have to hear these commercials. I think if I share it in a different manner, give me a second. I don't have to listen to these commercials as they come up. But yeah, this, like, I don't know why we're watching this one. Not sovereign citizen. It's pretty much a lecture from a judge, like he's his father or something. Does he think that's interesting to watch some judge lecture kid that pled already? He already admitted or whatever. He took the deal, and now he's getting lectured.
For the record, I am the court show that I had protected.
All right, jump ahead. Where are we at?
I think yelling at them only.
Texas.
All right, let's go to the next one.
The branches of
Mr. Jones, I'm going to tell you Mr. Jones,
It's only 3 years.
when I'm talking, you do not talk over me. Do you understand that?
That's
I'm going to
too
tell you
far
right now, it's
ahead.
going to end very quickly and very badly for you if
Or
you
is
do.
this his intro?
3 years. I don't need
Mr. Jones, I don't care what you want with regard to that. I'm following procedure, and this is what we're going to do.
Your Honor, my client has indicated to me that he might want to represent himself in this matter. I just wanted to bring it to the court's attention to have the court address that issue.
All right, Mr. Jones, why don't you tell me what's going on?
I just want to represent myself. I feel like nobody's going to fight for me like I'm going to fight for myself. I've been through void wire, I've been
True
through
that.
jury trials. I've done all this before.
Did you go to law school?
Not a sovereign citizen, though.
So do you know all of the rules of evidence and the rules of criminal procedure?
I don't think I really need it with this case.
Yes, you do. You absolutely need them because every time
They'll
something
railroad your
happens,
ass.
Mr. Arnold here has been a practicing trial attorney with the prosecutor's office in Hamilton County and Warren County for how long, Mr. Arnold?
Well, if you add in military time, almost 46 years.
46 years. He's a skilled trial attorney. He knows the rules of evidence and he knows the rules of procedure. You can roll your eyes at me all you
I don't
want.
really care about none of that.
But here's the problem. I'm required by my canons that I hold you to the same standard that I hold Mr. Arnold, even though you have no formal training or education in the law.
All right.
I'm sorry?
It will be all right.
It won't
It'll
be
be all right.
I'm telling you, you won't.
Not a sovereign citizen. All right, I think we should just probably skip forward on this one. This one's not going to teach us anything. This guy just doesn't want a fucking attorney railroading him. He wants the attorney to do their job. He seems like a career felon. No judge, not to judge him. I don't know him, but the judge is actually doing, a good job of why can't I get that word out? Dealing with this situation, I will just say it that way. I don't know why I couldn't even fucking think of that word. Been going for too long. But, yeah, this guy doesn't need to be allowed to represent himself. He's probably going to hurt himself by doing that, so it's probably good the judge probably won't allow him to do that. All right, let's see. Where's the next? Let's see if the next one's a sovereign. So we got one out of three being sovereign citizen.
But listen, Miss Pugh, don't speak over me. Miss Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on. Listen, Miss Pugh, stop talking over me. If you want to stop talking over me.
Where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
You can go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff. Get your own attorney or represent yourself if you don't like it. Good morning. Are you Janetta Pugh?
I am the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the what?
I'm the beneficiary of that estate.
You're the beneficiary of what estate? Answer my questions, please, ma'am. I'm just trying to understand.
Beneficiary of that estate.
Okay.
For the record, I recognize Ms. Pugh. She's been here before.
I do as well, for the record.
And I looked into Mr. Christopher Wiley. I can't find that person as a practicing lawyer in the state bar page, and I have not been contacted by anybody on Ms. Pugh's behalf.
All right, so Ms. Pugh, Mr. Lewis has been appointed to represent you at this point. Obviously, you know as well as anyone that you're in custody and we want to get your case taken care of. If you've hired or your family has hired another lawyer, then they have to contact the court so that we can do something with your case. And do you know if they've hired someone?
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree with your appointed foreign agents, considering that the first duty is to the state and will be considered conflict of interest.
True that.
Okay, so if you don't want, the only thing I can
I
do,
love how
I'm
she
appointing an
presents
attorney
it, though.
to you to help you, right? So if you don't want a court-appointed attorney, then your only option, two things. One is to represent yourself or to hire a lawyer. So if you don't like the way it works, then you do something different. So are you, listen to what I'm saying. Are you either going to represent yourself, or are you going to let Mr. Lewis represent you, or are you going to hire someone?
Objection, Your Honor. Respectfully, is this a court of record?
It is a court of record. So your objection's overruled.
Respectfully, Your Honor, where is the verified claim that is being placed against my trust?
It's right here. It's called an indictment. And Mr. Lewis has a copy of it, and he can show it to you. So that would be the verified claim against you.
Okay.
Who verified it?
Your Honor, respectfully, Your Honor, there were writs that
Was it properly verified?
to the case that still haven't been received.
I've received your petition for writ of habeas corpus, and it's denied.
Okay.
You're not going to hear it?
Respectfully, Your Honor, I demand to be released due to lack of evidence of stated claim and not being given the proper opportunity to obtain proper counsel, defective defense.
It's overruled.
On what grounds?
Okay.
You're running out, aren't you?
No, it's fine.
No, it is not fine. You're making a complete fool of yourself right now, and we're all loving it. I mean, I'm really enjoying this judge's attitude, though. She's just sitting there patiently waiting for this girl to run out of steam from her nonsense sovereign citizen script.
Yeah,
it's honestly just hilarious because these people always think they've unlocked some secret legal cheat code, but in reality,
holding them to due process?
Like that, obviously. The courts have ruled over and over again that saying I don't consent doesn't magically make charges disappear. Like, that's not how jurisdiction works. I'm actually
he's right on that
surprised,
one.
though,
That's about the only thing he's right on.
Can even read, because let's just be real, that's a very rare sighting in this community. But on a real note, I just need to know, how did she even get to this point? Like, what was her thought process here? She honestly seems like a sweet girl, but this is just straight up embarrassing. Like, she has manners, and she's even saying your honor, but it's obvious that she's pretty lost right now, and she's just grasping at straws. Let me know what you guys think about this girl, because
a little
honestly,
lost, but
I just don't know how somebody can get down this much of a rabbit hole. Like, it's one thing to consider being a sovereign citizen and reading the script, but doing it is another thing. Like, I will just never understand it, but let's go ahead and dive back in, because this one is not over yet.
That's why.
So here's the thing, Miss Pugh. I appreciate your position, but listen, Miss Pugh, don't speak over me. Miss Pugh, just because you say respectfully does not mean that you get to interrupt me. That's disrespectful, right? Hang on, listen to me. Everything you have there is overruled. And here's one of the reasons why, is because you have a lawyer, and your lawyer will file the appropriate motion. You're interrupting me again, which is disrespectful. So I'm going to leave Mr. Lewis as your attorney unless you choose to represent yourself or hire someone else. I'm going to give you 2 weeks to determine what you're going to do. You can go back. You can go back with the bailiff.
Or comply to your appointed
Go back.
agents.
You already said that, and that's overruled. Go back with the bailiff. Get your own attorney or represent yourself if you don't like it.
Well, what is overruled?
Yeah, that was embarrassing. But hold on, because this one is not over yet. This sovereign citizen actually comes back at a later date. And don't worry, I got you guys with that hearing too. I mean, at this point though, I feel like the judge deserves an award for patience, because dealing with a sovereign citizen like this girl is basically like arguing with a brick wall. Except the brick wall thinks it knows constitutional law. So big props for the judge. I mean, the
You
judge
must be a
is
brick
just
wall,
calmly
then.
trying to make sense of all this nonsense, and I'm here for it. She's being pretty snappy, but she's also pretty patient with her, which is fine, I guess, but let me know what you guys think about the judge so far. Personally, I think she's handling this pretty well, but let's go ahead and dive into the next hearing and see if things get even.
This fraudulator is as dense as the sovereign citizen trying to stand up in court for the first time, but I give her more respect than this dense brick wall.
More heated than this one. Let's dive in.
Perfect. So, Ms. Pugh, Mr. Jeffries has been appointed to represent you. He's just been given, he's trying to get caught up real quickly on all the information and the discovery in your case. I'm going to reset your case so that he can get all of that. Once he gets it, he'll be out there to go over it with you, and we'll see if we can get an announcement at the next court date.
Respectfully, Your Honor, I do not agree to comply with any of your appointed court agents, considering that their first duty is to the state.
I understand. We've had this conversation before.
And for your record, I'll be representing myself.
So if you want to represent yourself, there's some things. Ms. Pugh, stop talking over me.
You just talked over her. Like, if you want respect, then you have to give respect. And she was trying to finish her statement, and you like cut her off. So that's what judges do all the time. I get that all the time. Like, I'll be speaking, and then they won't let you finish your thought, and they cut you off. And then as soon as you object and cut them off, they're like, "Whoa, don't cut me off. That's disrespectful." And it's like, okay, well, you're gonna have to give me the same respect then.
If you want to stop talking over me, if you want to represent yourself, then there is a process that we have to go through, and we'll do that today. If that's what you want to do, we'll get your case set for trial, and we'll go forward that way. It is highly inadvisable for you to represent yourself. Lawyers have many, many years of training. They understand the law. They understand how a trial works, because here's what happens. When you're in a trial and you represent yourself, you're expected to know and follow all of the rules of evidence, all the rules of procedure.
This is my suggestion, especially if you're locked up, let the attorney get you out. And then go ahead. Then you got all the time in the world to learn. You got access to everything you need to have access to. You can just go correct the record later. Just correct the record, say you're under threat, duress, or coercion. I allowed this man to speak for me because if I didn't allow him to speak for me, they'd continue to lock me up and steal my property, which is my rights to be free. That is property. If there's any trolls in the comments don't understand the idea of property. But if they're going to just do every 2 weeks because they don't like your arguments, and they're just going to deny everything that you say. What did you say? Denied.
And so you're really at a disadvantage if you don't know those things. And so what you have to do everything just like the assistant district attorney would. And if you don't, you're going to be in front of a jury, and it's going to show, and it's just not going to be, it usually does not work out in your benefit. But I have to go through with you some questions first before we do that. And then if you still want to do that, then there's a couple of couple of options, and we'll go over those as well. Okay. So I am supposed to ask you, I'm going to go through these questions. I need you to answer them if you want to represent yourself, because this is required. All right. So have you ever studied the law? Okay. Have you ever represented yourself before in any kind of criminal matter? Okay.
I've never heard that question before. Have you ever studied the law? I would be like throwing back another question. I'd be like, well, what law we're talking about? We talking about your made up statutes? The law that is created by these men that think they're gods? Is that the law you're talking about? Or the actual law from God, the natural law? Are you talking about that one? The one that due process protects? Is that the law you're talking about? The one that a good constitution actually protects? Is that the law you're talking about? Because I study that one.
Do you understand the charges against you?
I know we've been accused of.
Okay. And so do you know, and we've gone over before, I think, what the range of punishment is if you're found guilty on a jury? Do you know what that is? Let's see. Hold on a second. Let me pull you up here. We'll go over that again as well. The date of that allegations from June 22nd of 2021.
Is it cut that out? They're not going to tell
And what
us?
that means is if you're found guilty, that the range of punishment that the jury could give you is between 2 years as a minimum punishment up to 10 years in prison, anywhere in between. Do you understand? And you answer out loud just for the record.
Do I understand? No, I don't understand.
What do you not understand about that?
I swear on everything, I was predicting her to say that right there. Believe it or not, guys. These sovereign citizens have literally infiltrated my brain, and I'm honestly starting to lose brain cells day by day, breaking down these sovereign idiots on the daily. Like, they're just so insufferable and ignorant. It's honestly sad to watch, because a lot of these people probably have some mental health struggles. But
And
seriously,
you do too.
it's not even just that. They're also just wasting public resources and time, which is a huge issue too. Courts and law enforcement have limited resources, and these people think they could just waste it all with their nonsense. But on another note,
On another note, if they have so much limited resources, then why do they continue to charge people with things that aren't crimes? Why don't they bring a victim? Why don't they do the public a service and actually prosecute people that have victims? Bring a victim, properly place the claim into the record, and stop wasting public resources. I agree with you. Stop wasting public resources, you pathetic public servants.
Also surprised this lady didn't bring her little script she had in the first clip. Maybe that time under the county jurisdiction in jail taught her to memorize her scripts. But yeah, if she decides to represent herself, she is probably going to be looking at 8 to 10 years here. So let's go ahead and dive back in to see if she actually wants to defend herself, because if she does, it is not going to look too good.
I don't understand, Ronnie.
So here's the thing. If you want to represent yourself, by law, you have to be able to understand these things. Otherwise, I've got to appoint an attorney for you. So you can't just say, I want to represent myself because I don't like the attorney or I don't like the process.
All right, this is a good time. They do this a lot with the represent. Do you represent yourself or do you want to be represented? They'll be like, do you understand the charges? And that's a good time. The point, my belief, the idea of I don't understand is I don't understand the charges. So now your duty is to make sure I understand the charges by presenting the nature and the cause on the records. And that's what the Bill of Particulars is for. We covered that before. Again, it's great to demand the Bill of Particulars because it's definitely in the statutes. It's in the man created God laws that they have to produce a bill of, have to answer a Bill of Particulars. They can't just have a vague charge, a charging instrument. She has an indictment, so it's probably actually a crime. So I just kind of wish these aren't really helpful unless we actually know what the charges are. Did she actually hurt somebody? A lot of times they don't hurt people, but a lot of times these sovereign citizens are trying to get out of a crime that they did commit, an actual crime, a real crime, not one of these made-up fake crimes that have harmed nobody and never harmed the community. But yeah, that's the idea. So when they start asking you about representation, do you understand? That's the time to push back and be like, no, I don't understand. The prosecutor hasn't made it clear of the nature and the cause, and it's the prosecutor's job to do so, not yours, Judge. Stop acting as prosecutor, please.
Yes. This is the process that you're in. You live in Texas, you live in the United States. This is the law that applies to your case. So what do you not understand about the range of punishment if you're found guilty? And I'd be glad to explain it.
I don't understand because I've never did anything wrong.
That's what a jury's for, right? And so if you say you're not guilty, then you go in front of a jury and they determine after they listen to the evidence if you're guilty or not. That doesn't have anything to do with if they find you guilty, you understanding that they could send you to prison for between 2 years and up to 10 years. Do you understand that part? What are you, yes or no? No, you don't understand that. So, Ms. Pugh, it's my understanding.
All right, you have right 6. That's probably a good subject to go over. Is the habeas corpus? She should already have filed a habeas corpus. She did file a habeas corpus. She denied it. The judge said denied, but she probably didn't properly write the habeas corpus. That would, like I said, be something good that we dig into and actually figure out how to properly write a habeas corpus. Accompanied with, he also continues by saying, accompanied with a writ for a motion of default if they cannot provide probable cause within 10 days, accompanied by an affidavit of change of status. I wish you would be could come and go brunch with me. Explain all of that to me. Why those are the instruments that you would be using. Would probably help a lot of people out. Especially if you know how to properly file a habeas corpus, because my understanding is habeas corpuses are very few of them are ever work. My understanding is that they're just not understood, they're not used properly. So it would be a good thing for this community to be educated on.
I'm not going to allow you to represent yourself because you don't understand the law and the process. So we're on question number 4 out of 15 that I'm supposed to ask you. So Mr. Jeffries is going to stay on your case. I don't care what you want at this point. You can't do it. All right, you can go back with the bailiff. I'm done. Go back with the bailiff. Go back with the bailiff.
It's not how you're going to get yourself out of jail, that's for sure.
Welcome to the criminal appointment list. This was not meant to be any kind of punishment, I promise. So Mr. Jeffries, just get ready like you would. Probably it's going to go straight onto a jury, and we'll just get it figured out that way. All right.
Because, Your Honor,
it's going to go straight onto a jury. You know, how we usually do the process. We just skip the whole first process. Don't, force anything to be properly established. No evidence on the record before we move on to trial. Because you have to have evidence before you actually have a controversy. Why would we have any evidence to establish a controversy? We're just going to move right into trial. That's what you got lawyers for. Skipping all the processes. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to do that. Leave a comment. Share this video around to all your friends. Send them over to this channel. I'm going to be live streaming for 100 hours this month in December. So that's the plan. That's the goal. And I think that's it. So like always, I'm going to leave you guys in the love and the light of the one infinite creator. Peace.